Honorable Men Discord. Another body found in the Houston Bayou. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, if you have something you'd like to add to the episode, I'll see you in the comment section. So, last time I reported on this, there was 5 bodies found within a week's time. And now here we are, back again, another body. Authorities are still saying that there's no serial killer. But let's get to the news report. We'll speak about it further after. And then I have 3 reaction videos that I'd like to play also. So let's get into it.
Sending more surveillance along our bayous after another body is found in a Houston waterway.
Police say a woman's body was found in Buffalo Bayou near Commerce and Milam Streets downtown last night. This is the 6th body recovered in less than 2 weeks from bayous across town. 5 of the deceased have now been identified.
Orko Manna live downtown, and Orko, our viewers have been very vocal about what they want to see in response to this. Tell us.
Yeah, Len, our comment sections on social media are filled with people saying more surveillance cameras are needed along the bayou. City leaders tell me that's just not feasible, but criminal justice experts say cameras might be the best way to prove what city officials and police have been saying all along, that no serial killer is on the loose. Another body found in Houston's bayous. Police say a woman was spotted in the water near Commerce and Milam Streets around 11:30 last night.
Officers were alerted to this by people that are riding by on scooters, and when they noticed something that appeared to be a body.
This is the 6th body recovered in bayous in less than 2 weeks, leading many to believe it's the work of a serial killer. City leaders saying earlier this week that's not the case.
There is no evidence that there's a serial killer loose on the streets of Houston.
But the public wants answers. KHOU 11 viewers, Hannah, Lucy, and Chris, all commenting on our posts online, asking for more surveillance cameras by the water. I brought that to City Council member Carolyn Evans-Shabazz. A lot of people have come to us asking for more surveillance by the water. Is that something that City Council is looking into?
I have heard that suggestion, but I don't know how we could implement that. To say that we can install cameras, we would have no idea where to put them because we don't know where the bodies went into the bayou.
To be honest, serial killers are very rare.
Even so, criminal justice expert Krista Gehring tells me more cameras might be what's needed to put those rumors to rest. How important is it to try to show that to people who are convinced there is a serial killer?
I think it's very important because obviously when you have these bodies showing up seemingly all at once, there's obvious concern. The camera might actually capture where an individual falls into the bayou or has an accident or is intoxicated or whatever, because that's likely what is happening.
Now, I also reached out to the Houston Parks Board, which manages many trails around the bayous, and asked if they planned on installing more safety measures, including cameras. They sent me a statement only saying in part, quote, as with any public space, residents should remain aware of their surroundings, stay cautious and vigilant, and if you see anything, call 911. They add that they rely on the city and county's law enforcement departments for public safety. I also reached out to Houston Police this afternoon for more updates on any safety measures here, but they only referred me to a press conference they had earlier this week with the mayor. Reporting live downtown tonight, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
Listen. At what number will they consider the possibility of it being a serial killer? What number? We're at 6 already. We're at 6. So when it gets to 10, are they going to still say the same thing? Right now, what I have queued up is a police officer. I'm not sure if he's a police officer from Houston, but in any event, it's a police officer. And then I have 2 other people queued up. But let's see what he has to say about this whole thing.
A lot of people have been asking me about the Bayou recovered bodies and stuff in Houston. I think they just recovered another one today or yesterday. And they were saying the mayor said that there's no SK that they know of. I want you guys to look at it from the big perspective. If this is going on here, don't y'all think the cops have, like, you know, undercover surveillance and stuff going on there that will catch the person that's doing it there? I'm pretty sure that they do. So the question now is, I wonder, is the body's getting dumped somewhere else and it floats over to the bayou? Is this happening somewhere else and he's making it to the bayou? Is it happening at the bayou? I don't know, but this is very, very sad. Very, very sad. What do y'all think?
I agree. It's very, very sad. I think I can understand where it's said that, at least by the politicians, that it's hard to place cameras because where would you place it? Because based on the wide shots that we saw in the news, there's a lot of area to cover. So where exactly do you place the camera? You can't catch everything. And then you'd also have to have cameras that could capture video, at night also. Because who knows when these things are taking place? Is it taking place at night? Now, I'm not here to say whether there's a serial killer or not, but what I'm not understanding is that it's not natural to find 6 bodies within a matter of weeks. That's not natural. And they're trying to keep the residents of that area calm and everything. But how often does this happen? Because they're trying to make it seem like this is nothing to worry about. It's the norm, like they have it under control. But I really don't think they have it under control. Let's get into this next clip that I have queued up.
Okay, ladies, if you are in the Houston area, or any of you ladies that are planning on visiting Houston soon, listen up, this video is for you. When you ladies are out this weekend or whenever you decide to go out, I need you to be careful and watch your surroundings. I'm not sure what's going on in our city right now, but they have pulled out the 6th body in one of our Houston bayous. They're not telling us what's happening, what's going on, who's behind it. They're not telling us anything. But what I want to tell you guys is, no matter what the news...
I want to know the nationalities. The only one that I'm aware of is the college student. It is the African-American female college student. And they showed a photo of her with glasses. I want to know the nationalities. I want to know the sex. All right. Actually, I know I'm jumping the gun by saying this, but the next clip I have up, a gentleman's talking about how, I guess the mayor or some politician saying that the bodies are of homeless people. Where's the proof in that? You know, that's an easy way out to say that. So again, to keep people calm. And now if he's telling the truth, so be it. But that would be a very clever way to get everyone to feel, oh, okay, if it's homeless, it's possible the homeless people slipped in. And I'm not buying it because, again, it's not natural for any body of water. I don't care what body of the water you're talking. Once it gets over one body, once it's 2 to 3 bodies, it's alarming to me. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments I'm wrong. Tell me how this makes sense that there's 6 bodies. You could say it's homeless, but how many out of the 6 is homeless? We know one out of the 6 is not homeless. It's a college student. So this new body that was found, what's the sex, what's the nationality, and don't tell me that it's a homeless person. All right?
You guys be careful when you're going out this weekend. Make sure that you're going out in well-lit areas. Do not go out by yourself. Go out in a large group. Make sure that you have a full charge on your phone just in case you need to call.
One other thing, just by the way she started this video, does she know something that we all don't know? Is it predominantly females? Because she has it highlighted here. Houston, ladies beware. Why is she saying that? So are we going to assume that the quote-unquote homeless people that you'll hear about in the next clip are females? Let's continue.
Make sure if you have license to carry, you have your weapon on you at all times, okay? Make sure you are watching your surroundings. Get out of your phones. I know we like to, be on our phone. We all taking pictures, but make sure you are watching your drinks. Do not let anybody buy you a drink. Just be careful. Please be careful. It is too much going on in our city right now, and they can't tell us what's going on. But until they get to the bottom of what's going on and find out who's behind this, if someone is, which I do believe it is, be careful. Trust no one. Be careful. I can't stress that enough. It is time for us to start paying attention to our surroundings and making sure that we are being careful of who we are going out with. Make sure that you're sharing your location with your family members, your loved ones, anybody that knows that you're going out. If you have air tags, baby, make sure that you are packing your air tags. And if you don't have them, I suggest that you get one. I don't know what's going on in our city. And baby, I'm not trying to figure it out. Ladies, don't play around with your life, okay? Please be safe and be careful. It is too much going on. And like I said, the news is not telling us anything. They want us to believe that these bodies and these crimes are not connected, which I truly believe they are, because what are the odds of them pulling out young ladies, not men, but all ladies out of our Houston bayous? They pulled out 13 bodies this year alone and 6 within the last 2 weeks. Now, baby, if that ain't enough for you to start watching your surroundings, I don't know what is. But I will tell you this, please share this video to every woman.
I would suggest males and females, I think it's safe to say stay away from that area. Period. Especially at night.
Female that you know that's in your call list, anybody that you know and love, please share this video to them and ask them to share this video with their friends and their loved ones. We need to be safe, and we need to hold ourselves accountable for when we going out. Let's get out of our phones. Let's stop being so easily distracted. And yes, I'm speaking to myself, because I know when I'm out, especially when I'm out with my husband, I tend to be in my phone a lot. But that's only because I feel protected when I'm around him. And when I'm out by myself, which is rare, I know when I'm out at the grocery store, I try not to get on my phone, because I know that there's too much going on around me, and I can't pay attention to what I'm doing if I'm on my phone. So ladies, please stay off your phones when you're out. Make sure that you are watching your surroundings. I can't stress that enough. If something don't seem right, 9 times out of 10, it's not. Don't take it for granted, and don't take it lightly. Act on it. Act on it. Get out of there. Get somewhere safe. Call somebody when you're on your way home. If you feel like somebody is following you, you get on the phone, or you go straight to the nearest police station. Whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe, you do that, okay? Yeah, so I just wanted to get on here and share this with you ladies, because I need us to be safe, and I need us to support each other and help each other out. All right, ladies, again, share this video and be safe. All right, leave your thoughts down in the comment section. And if anybody got some helpful tips that you want to share with us, please do so. All right, bye.
Yeah, I agree with everything she's saying. Again, men and women alike in the Houston area, I just suggest you stay away from the bayous entirely. All right, so let's get into this final clip.
So, update on the Bayou body situation here in Houston. So, they're saying that most of the people that they've been finding are homeless people. And that basically, which I think is a fucked up way to say it, but maybe I'm wrong. But the mayor said basically that when homeless people pass on, whether it be through natural causes or whatever, he suggested, he didn't say it outright, but he did suggest that other homeless people may tip them into the water. Okay. But besides that, they identified 4 of the bodies. They saying most of them are homeless. But here's the thing. I can see a homeless person passing away who's under the bridge. Maybe it's a heavy rain, or maybe there was standing by the water and they pass away and fall in. But to suggest that other homeless people are just tipping them in the water is kind of crazy. They might be, don't get me wrong, they might actually be, but I understand they don't have nowhere to go. They probably don't have any money, but just tipping them in the water seems kind of crazy to me.
So he's using the same logic that I use, and it's like, just make it make sense, authorities. I know they're just fishing for ways to keep people calm right now because they don't even have an answer and they don't have a solution, because it would take time to put up cameras even if that was a plan of action. And then where exactly do you place the cameras? Cameras can't see everything. And based on, again, the aerial view of the bayou, they would need cameras that pan from side to side. You can't have a camera that's stationary. And even that is not foolproof, because if someone's committing crimes, if there is in fact a serial killer, people are aware of the cameras. If it's panning, they'll just wait until the camera pans away from their view, and then and they'll do what they're gonna do. But this is crazy. I think we could all agree this is crazy. What is your thoughts on this whole event? And listen, I won't stop highlighting this unfortunate situation that's going on in the Houston area with the bayou. If another body pops up, I'm just going to do another episode. I'm going to keep doing it until it's something that as many people as possible is aware of. Why? Because these people at one point were alive and they have families. And I don't think this is a natural thing that's going on in Houston, despite what the authorities are saying. I don't think it's a natural thing that's going on. They're not calling it natural, but they're trying to downplay it as though it's a natural occurrence, and it's not. Because again, I mentioned this on the first episode. Had this been something happening here in New York, like in the Hudson River, there'd be pandemonium. Pandemonium. You find one body in the Hudson River, and there's news coverage, let alone 6 in the span of a week or weeks. So that's my thoughts on this. What's your thoughts? As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And by all means, if you have something you'd like to share, I'll see you in the comment section. But as always, I'll see you in the next episode, and stay honorable.